The dairy industry can be challenging with long hours and volatile prices. Shauna Olson reports on one operation that has found adding state-of-the-art technology is a way to keep the farm thriving into the future.
This is County Line Dairy, located in Chicago, Minnesota. It's the home of Mark Blackwelder and his sons.
We've tried to stay with the times. In '95, we added on to the barn and went from 80 cows to 120, 140. Built the parlor bigger.
Mark's sons, Kent and Brett, are fifth generation in the operation.
It's a tough industry to stay alive in, I feel like.
Yet County Line Dairy keeps thriving. It's one of 3 dairies out of 43 left in the surrounding area. Nearly 2 years ago, they started adding robots to the operation.
This is kind of big. Most dairies are 2 robots. There's not many more than 2 or 3.
They say it was a good move for them for more than one reason.
I like cows again. I was getting tired of the cows. With the parlor, with 21 hours a day, was just a push all the time.
Robots are extremely expensive, but now as labor gets tough to find and more expensive, it is easier to cash flow these. This is a robotic feeder that milks the cow. The cow comes in here to be fed. She's addicted to that feed in there. It just happens to be we're milking her while she's in here.
So how many times will this cow come in a day?
She's probably coming in 3 and being milked 3, but she probably visits the robot 5 a day. She probably gets kicked out about twice a day.
With the robots, they're able to cut employees from 5 to 2.
It's a lot less labor intensive. I work as many hours, if not more, but it's a lot more enjoyable. The cows are a lot less stressed, so they're easier to deal with. So far, she's given almost 30 pounds. It's more natural for them. They go get milk when they want. There isn't us bringing them, pushing them to the parlor like we used to. And then there's her milk. It is weighed individually after every cow. With robots, the cow's milk components like butter, fat, and protein go up. So then we get more premiums of having higher quality milk.
Mark says the decision came because it was time to make a choice.
We knew we had to do something. The parlor was wore out, and we work better with cows than we do with people. So we thought this was the way to go, not have to rely on hired help as much.
Mark says his 2 sons plan to stay on the farm. That was a huge part in pursuing the robots.
If I would have had to decide, I would have sold the cows. 30 years is enough.
50 years ago, they would never imagine something like this, so it's hard to even imagine when I'm 70 what it's going to be like. Like, I can't even wrap my head around it.
And then there is a pedometer in there because they move 400% more on a day they're in heat. Our life is better, but I can't begin to explain how much better their life is.
Aww.
Yeah.
They plan to continue to add robots in the future and hope to get alley scrapers. The Blackwelders also raise wheat, corn, beans, and alfalfa.